Hoarding Awareness, the second part. Homer and Langley Collyer. Homer and Langley Collyer were two brothers who became infamous for their extreme hoarding behaviour and the mysterious circumstances surrounding their deaths in 1947. Born into an affluent family in New York City, they lived together in a Harlem brownstone, where they withdrew from society and filled their home with a vast assortment of collected items, ranging from newspapers and books to more bizarre objects like a Model T Ford and numerous pianos. Background: Homer Collyer, 1881–1947, was a former admiralty lawyer who later became blind and increasingly dependent on his brother. Langley Collyer, 1885–1947, was an engineer and pianist who cared for Homer, venturing out only at night to avoid interaction with people. He was known for his eccentricities, including setting elaborate booby traps in their home to deter intruders. The Collyer brothers' hoarding. Their hoarding behaviour seemed to escalate following the deaths of their parents in the 1920s, leading to their gradual isolation from the outside world. The brothers feared eviction and vandalism, contributing to their reclusive behaviour and the fortification of their home. Their hoarding was not only of items they found interesting or valuable, but also included massive amounts of what most would consider trash or junk, creating a hazardous living environment. Discovery and death. The Collyer brothers were found dead in their home in March 1947 after the police were called due to reports of a foul odour emanating from the house. Homer was found first, starved to death in his chair. Langley was found weeks later buried under debris, apparently having been crushed by one of his booby traps while bringing food to his brother. It was believed that Homer died of starvation several days after Langley's death. Legacy. The Collyer brothers have become a cautionary tale about the dangers of hoarding and isolation. Their story has been referenced in various cultural contexts, including literature, music, and theatre, often symbolising the potential destructiveness of compulsive hoarding. Their home was filled with over 140 tons of collected items, and clearing it out attracted widespread media attention and public fascination. The Collyer brothers' case is one of the most extreme examples of hoarding behaviour documented in modern times, highlighting the potential severity of the hoarding condition and its effects on individuals, families, and broader communities. Their story is an early dramatic example of how hoarding can spiral out of control without intervention. Mr. Edmund Trebus, 1918–2002, was a Polish war veteran who became widely known in the UK for his extreme hoarding behaviour, highlighted in the BBC documentary series A Life of Grime in the late 1990s. Living in North London, Trebus accumulated vast amounts of what many would consider rubbish and waste in his home and garden, arguing that the items could be reused or repaired, embodying the adage "waste not, want not." Background and behaviour. Trebus's hoarding was not limited to any specific item. He collected everything from broken televisions and bicycles to thousands of plastic bags and pieces of old wood. His house and garden were so filled with hoarded items that they posed a significant health and safety risk, leading to repeated conflicts with his neighbours and the local council. Public attention. Trebus's story gained public attention through A Life of Grime, where viewers were given an insight into his life, his hoarding habits, and the challenges faced by environmental health officers trying to deal with the situation. His confrontations with authorities, stubborn nature, and justification for his hoarding made him a memorable and somewhat sympathetic figure to the audience. Legacy. Edmund Trebus became a cult figure following his appearance in the documentary, symbolising the struggle between individual freedom and community health and safety standards. His story brought significant attention to the issue of hoarding, helping to raise awareness about the condition as more than just an eccentric hobby. but a serious issue that can profoundly affect individuals and their communities. Mr. Trebus passed away in 2002, but his story remains a poignant example of how complex and challenging hoarding disorder can be, both for those who suffer from it and for those around them trying to help. His life highlighted the need for compassion, understanding, and effective interventions to support individuals struggling with hoarding behaviours. Thank you for watching.